What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another preview video. Today we're going to look at the Hot Toys Crosshair from Bad Batch. That's right, guys, we're back. Another preview video. Today we're going to take a look at the Hot Toys Crosshair. Along with my thoughts on kind of what's going on with the whole Bad Batch situation. There's just some things I want to talk about with that. I recently, as a lot of you have already received, got Echo in the house, so I just got him, and we're going to be doing a review of this guy, unboxing him on a live stream, and I quite like this figure. I must be honest with you guys, but I like clones, and Echo obviously is a win, but I do like this figure, and the only downside about this is, well, we got to wait on the rest of the team. So let's talk about that. I have some photos from Hot Toys, as well as photos from Secret Base from my friends over at Pop Collectibles. So if you want to pre-order with them, there's a link in the description below. Definitely check them out. And then there's a discount code if you so choose to use it. If you choose to shop elsewhere, then that's cool too. I don't really care. But let's go ahead and get in this. The first I want to talk about is, actually, I want to talk about the other figures in the set. So we've got Echo that's been released. Hunter has been announced and put up for pre-order, so he's supposed to release in the next few months, first quarter of 2023. So we got that going on. And then there's some other ones that have not even been announced yet, which Hot Toys has said they're gonna make the set, but like when? Like that's the question. So Hunter's 23 Q1, so hopefully we'll see how that goes. Maybe he'll be releasing sooner. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. And then we've got Tick, who has yet to be put up for pre-order. Haven't seen him. I mean, we've got him on display at different events, which is fine, and he looks cool, and obviously we want to have him. And then Wrecker, which I think, even though if you didn't like the show, you didn't like the character, you got to admit the figure is going to be pretty badass, in my opinion. So those guys who have not even been put up for pre-order yet. And then we get Crosshair. So Crosshair says, or they say they're going to be released Crosshair in Q1 of 2024. All right, so keep in mind, we got Echo here in 2022, end of mid Q3 of 2022. Q1 of 2023, we're going to have Hunter. A year later, we're going to have Crosshair, and then Wrecker and Tech have not even been put up for pre-order yet. So it's going to take, I mean, this is like a 5-year journey to collect 5 figures. I think that's a bit ridiculous on Hot Toys front. I don't mind waiting like that. I like a year for a set, or a year, maybe 2 years to build a set, but 3, possibly 4 years to build a team of figures is absolutely ridiculous. And Hot Toys is 100% dropping the ball on that whole business model. It's ridiculous. They're going to lose sale. I mean, look, we got Endgame Loki still not out yet after 5 years of the movie being out and released. It's absolutely ridiculous what they got going on, and they need to correct that course of action. I'm not sure what's going on in the production line or the management chain or decisions or whatever's going on over there. I know I'm not alone in this. It's absolutely, it's just unacceptable. It just really is to take that long to build a team. And I know my DC fans out there going, well, we haven't even gotten Cyborg yet. And I understand. That's what I'm talking about. It's completely ridiculous and unacceptable for Hot Toys to do that. So Hot Toys Howard, like, wake up, dude. Like, what the hell? You know. But let's take a look at Crosshair. We're going to take a look at the promo photos, and we'll look at some photos from Secret Base that we talked about earlier. And I'd like to hear your thoughts. Are you going to wait 2 years to build the set? Are you going ahead now? Do you already have your Echo? What do you think about Echo? Let me know your thoughts on this whole Bad Batch situation. We're going to have season 2 where they'll have completely different armor. Anyways, it's another thing. So Crosshair, I think, let me just start up by saying I'm getting Crosshair. I wanted it. So my thoughts on the show and the release and all that kind of stuff are really moot at this point, because I'm going to be getting it. So there's that. But I do think it looks pretty stinking good. I love the armor, and I can say if the armor matches, Echo, I'm going to have no complaints about it. I do have questions about mobility, which we'll talk about. I kind of spoke about it on the live stream. the other night, but let's go ahead and get into this. My first thought on this particular photo is I want to take a look at some of the armor pieces. So let me see if I can zoom in here. The armor pieces, one, he's got the skull on the right shoulder armor. I dig that. I think that's super cool. The red and the gray and the scratches and the battle damage, like the paint applications, I think are just, 100% awesome. We got this head sculpt, which we're definitely going to dive into in just a little bit. We got this, like, I'm not sure what the heck to call this piece, this red chest armor. I don't even know what. I can always, it's like a support for his rifle or something, or I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's in character design and it's part of the armors or whatever. If you guys know what that's actually supposed to be, let me know. Right now it's just like an adornment for his armor to make him look different, which is fine. The helmet, because of the way that helmet is built and the mandible is really long, I think it's going to limit range of motion on the head and the neck movement just due to the construction of the helmet. Character design's fine, but it looks like, to me, like the clavicle area of the top of the our chest armor is lowered down a little bit and flattened out a little bit, certainly compared to other clones, to allow for some range of motion in that helmet, and to allow him like aim down the sights and do whatever he's going to do. Based on other clones, I was looking at this, especially with Echo, it definitely doesn't have that sculpt out on the clavicle section. So maybe it'll have some range of motion, but again, based on the photos, probably not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I do dig this. I think the head sculpt is interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not in love with it. But I don't hate it, and I don't want to. There's something about it that I don't know. It's just. I'm not wowed by it like I was with Echo, which I have Echo here in the box, the head sculpt. I'm not wowed by it, but it's a translation from animated, style to live action, which Hot Toys gives us live action clones here, and I don't know, man. It's not a 10 out of 10 for me. Like the head sculpt itself and the sculpt and the paint, it looks fine. Is it Crosshair? I don't know. We'll see. But here's another look at it, and we'll look at actual photos from Secret Base as well. But what are your thoughts? Like, it's not, it's a good head sculpt. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But is it representative of Crosshair? Like, is it a good, faithful transition from animation to live action? Like that's kind of where I'm at. I felt like Echo did a really good job. That Hunter definitely did a good job of that. This one, I don't know. So here's what I'm talking about with range of motion. You're going to have a double bend on the elbows, which is great because he's got this giant rifle, which is modular. And it reminds me of the Gen Urso sniper rifle where you had to put it together, had all kinds of pieces. Pretty cool piece. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. It looks pretty cool. I don't think there's a whole lot of range of motion in this guy. Just take a look at the photos, but when it's actually released, we'll have more information. I do dig this. I love that you can actually have a very strong elbow bend to be able to get in this pose. Like this is a difficult pose, all right? And to actually have the hand on, like I want to see like the side profile of this particular pose and see what it looks like, because I imagine in person it looks weird. But at this angle and at this photographer's angle here, they made it look cool. But I imagine on the shelf, this would look weird as hell. But that's how photos go. But double bend on the elbows, which I dig quite a lot. Yeah, I dig it. So I totally missed this, and one of the viewers in the live stream the other night pointed this out. I totally missed this, where the sniper rifle or the rifle in general actually attaches to the backpack. So good eye on that one. I totally missed that. I was paying more attention to like the head sculpt and whatever, and I just missed it. So that's pretty cool. I would imagine it's magnetic. It could be friction fit. I don't know. But I do like that you can add that in there. And then it's another way to add his, weapons on him. Anytime you can carry more weapons on a figure, it just looks cool, I think. But I dig that. Magnetic backpack, we know we're going to have that. Switch out helmet. It's not going to be one of those helmets that slide over the head. We know that. That's not going to be a thing. So I dig this pretty much. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Pose-wise, this is interesting. So it's got a, I'm guessing it has like a sticker thing that goes on top of the base. It's not a diorama base, but on top of the base, because you get a normal like Death Star style base here, Star Wars base. And then later on, you're going to have like a sticker thing that goes on top of it if you want to. Echo has his, and it looks fine. I don't mind it. I'm most likely going to display mine with the rifle in the longest configuration because, you know, Crosshair. But I kind of dig this very much. So there we go again. Holding the helmet, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that pose. And we got to talk about this freaking toothpick in his mouth. Now, I think it's going to be a flexible-ish type, like vinyl material or something like that, to where if you accidentally knock it, I don't think it'll break, but without having it in hand, who the hell knows, really? I'm just guessing. They've done that with hair. Like if you look at Black Widow, her hair, and you'd think like those pieces break off, but they don't. They got some movement to it. I think it's going to be okay. But I could definitely see some people breaking that at some point. But here we go, the head sculpt. I want to zoom in on here just a little bit. I don't think it's removable. I think a lot of people have asked that question. I don't think so. And the reason I say that is because if you remove it, you get this weird outline of a hole in his mouth. I don't see that happening. I just don't. I think the paint applications are fine on this head sculpt. It's okay. Again, does it represent Crosshair? To me, yeah, not so much. You know, it's not. I probably won't use it, but I can appreciate that they did a good job on whatever they were trying to accomplish. I'll get with that. It's not something I would like not buy the figure for because I'm going to display mine with the helmets on anyway, so it's not a big deal for me. But here's what I'm talking about. This clavicle area here, they've got notched down to get some more movement from the mandible style helmet. I dig that quite a bit, and the weathering and everything looks great. We got parts here from the rifle, which you can disassemble and then put together different things. You got a few hands, not a lot of hands. Doesn't come with a lot of accessories, guys. We got some droid poppers. We got accessories for the rifle, and then we got some hands here, which look to be specific to him. I don't think we've seen some of these styles of hands before. We got a droid popper hand. We've got, well, this one we've definitely seen before. And then we've got rifle holding hands. How difficult is it going to be to get the rifle in the hand that they have created? I want to know about that. I think that's going to be something to find out later. Droid poppers look great. We've seen those before. Nothing super special about those. Different rifle. I mean, the weathering on this thing is great. The colorations, the red, the gray, the black. There's our base. We're going to have a split shoe or a clone style shoe, which plenty of range of motion on that. So that's pretty cool. And then here's this little sticker you can add for Crosshair specifically for the Bad Batch. And I dig it. I dig it. So, you know, where are we going to go with this guy? Oh, look, we actually have the rifle in hand. So it looks like it works on there pretty well. How difficult is it to get in there? We'll have to find out. I don't know. But that's just a close look at Crosshair, guys. I hope you are liking this figure because I dig it. I'm waiting to get the whole set. The problem I got is we're going to have to wait 2 or 3 years to get the entire Bad Batch, and that's just frustrating. It just is. There's no denying it. I'm happy that they've announced that they're going to do them all, but so the wait is just crazy. It's just crazy to build a team. It's absolutely insane. And so for that reason, I'm not very pleased. This figure overall, absolutely, I'm getting it clone. I mean, it would be way quicker for me to 3D print my own Bad Batch figures, and I can have them in probably a week. But we'll see how Hot Toys does with this. Definitely want Hunter, definitely want Crosshair, and then Tech. Tech might be difficult 3D print, but Wrecker would be pretty simple, I feel like. And we'll see. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you want to support the channel, we're doing some more posing behind-the-scenes stuff on Patreon. You can definitely do that. There's a link in the description below for that. And as always, cut what you like.